All right, we're ready to go. So this is Photo Language Translation Project for Sisters Google Summer of Code 2015, and we have Wonook and Isuri who will be demoing their work that they've completed this summer. So who wants to go first?
Isuri, your choice.
Okay, I will start. Hello everybody. This project is for photo language translation of GSoC 2015. I'm Isuri Senarayaka from Sri Lanka. Here goes project members. Thank you very much for helping us to make it successful.
Isuri, can you make that in presentation mode so that we can see that better in the screen?
You can press the play button on the top.
Give me a second.
Play button on the top. Yeah, you can press on that.
Can you see the presentation? Hello?
No. Now I can. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me a second. Can you see?
We can see, but it's not full.
It's fine. You can keep going. You see the play button at the top, right above at the very top, next to the plus sign. It says Add Slide. There should, to the right of that, it says Play.
On click.
Click on that Play button. At the top of that, right next to the Add Slide plus sign, to the right, it has a Play button. Yeah.
I don't think it's working.
That's okay. All right, that's fine. You can keep going.
Yeah.
This slide describes about the project in briefly. There is a major requirement to introduce a new design and improve user experience by creating an elegant set of user interfaces. Therefore, integrating a RESTful API and offline capabilities. In addition, there are some improvements in photo section to upload audio, video files and certain functionalities.
Isuri, are you on a different slide? Because I see the mentor slide. Click on the left-hand side so that you can highlight the slide that you're on.
Sorry.
We only see the mentor slide.
This is the mentor side.
Okay. Keep going.
Here is the major task which I have done. So UI improvement, creating new design composition, and this design mainly focus on mobile first design because mobile web access is most popular and it is a major requirement. So adding multiple audio files to photo section, and it has searching functionality. I have integrated RESTful API so that expecting more integration in future. The next feature is member invitation. the invitation notification via emails, but members can create without sending invitation, and there are some improvement. Instead of integration of audio and video, their photos can keep as a draft or publish record, and photos can be created. This is remaining task of this project: offline support, user activity stream, and video upload support. I still think there are some improvements in UI design for mobiles, tabs, and desktop. So I will be contributing in future. This is end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you send a link to your presentation? Is it posted on your website or on the wiki?
I will send later.
Okay, all right. And you're going to do a demo for us?
Okay. Okay, I will start the project demo. Here I am going to present the user login screen. This is my new design for login screen. Then this is new sign up screen for creating a new account. If forms submission got errors, here you can see the error message design improvement. This is screen now mobile friendly, as you can see. If you have smartphone, you can check by this URL. Now I am logging to the system. This is the new desktop design. You can see members, photos, section, countries, site, language, categories available. So I have done a new design for each section. So now we move to user profile. User can get the API key. So if somebody need an integration to the system, they can use our API to manage record. These desktop forms templates are compatible with mobile screen, as you can see. Here you can see a new photo section. I integrated adding multiple audio files to the one photo.
Elephant, animal.
And here you can play the sound. If you want to manage audio files. You can add more records, as you can see. Another feature is select category to add one photo. Therefore, photo can keep it as published or unpublished photo. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. It looks so much different and so much better from last time. So I appreciate it. Thank you. I like the audio. I like the audio too. So that's very helpful. I appreciate it.
Thank
Okay.
you for support.
Okay. All right, you can stop sharing your screen, and then we'll move over to Wonook.
All right. 1 second. Let me share my screen. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but because this is my first time doing this,
It's okay.
does it seem like it's working?
Are you sharing your screen or are you sharing an application? Because
I'm sharing the screen.
okay.
Are you sharing the application? Do you see it?
It's on, but I don't see anything.
1 second.
So it's the green button on the left, the screen
Yep.
share? Okay.
Does that work out?
No, it's not working. Share the, did you just share the, there we go. We see it now.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm not sure if this is going to work if it's full screen. Can you see it?
Hold on, it's a little lag. No, that's okay. You can take it off full screen and we'll work with this.
Okay. All right. Then we'll have to go like this.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So my name is Wonook Song. I asked you a question on Slack about the photo and the mentors thingy, but yeah, I think we can handle that later on. We can
Okay.
add another slide for that. Anyways, so the requirements were that I sort of sticked on the requirements and so I'll just begin. So my goals in the beginning was just to work with people around the world, meeting new people, to learn from those people, make use of what I've learned in real world, and participate in an open source project. And also, this is sort of vague, but make positive changes for people around the world. And I thought that this project sticked on that goal. So yeah, it was quite motivating at first. So what I've done was this is the record from GitHub, and what I've done was pretty much the goals that I set up in the beginning, and the issues that I close and things like that. I'll go into more detail in the following slides. So first, I'll talk about my timeline that I proposed at first. So at first, I proposed a timeline like this. I was going to get familiar and get familiar with the team and get used to project environments, set up specific goals and milestones, update gems and Ruby versions, and then I went on to then my plan was to integrate active admin and discuss designs for the UI and UX, and then integrate AngularJS, which turned out to be React.js in the end. Anyways, but develop the front end, and also then to review and fix bugs related to the front end, and then set up organizations, clear out permissions, and organize schema. And then I was going to do the automatic deployment, sync data between local computer and the server, and then the last minute debugging, cleaning up code, writing comments, things like that. So how it turned out was like this. I finished pretty much most of what I've planned, but I never got to this automatic deployments thing and the sync data between local computer and the server thing, which I'll explain later in this slide. And so to specific issues that are completed, I was keeping track of all the issues on GitHub, and these were the list of the issues that I've completed. I fixed. Can you see it? Can you read the?
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's good.
Okay. So I did most of the setting up for ActiveAdmin, React.js, and Travis, continuous integration, and I did a few upgrading jobs. For example, like the Rails and the Can and other gems. Upgraded the old gems as well. And also, I did the most of the cleaning up of the application. It was sort of confusing and quite difficult to read the legacy code because it had a lot of confusing models like there was the installation, which was referred as posts, but which actually meant countries. So there was a lot of these confusions. So I did the clearing of these confusion stuff, and also with the React.js, I was able to make the the assigning of volunteers, contributors to sites easier using React.js, as well as the login approval using React.js. I'll show you this in the demo. And I also made granting admin roles. So the those actions related to roles and also the login approval, I made those better than before, and also made modals to use in the application to confirm about an action. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did a lot of cleaning up, and I think you can see that on the GitHub, the codes and stuff. Anyways, so these were the issues that I've completed, and the issues that not completed were the I've already mentioned, but it was the syncing data between local machine and the server and automatic deployment. For this would be that the information on of the sister server had not been given, and it would have been better if we had better communication over this. Anyways, if I had future plans, this would be on the top of my list. So to the demo, so I included pictures on this slide, but I think I can show you in real time.
Okay.
1 second. I'll switch my screen to Chrome. Does that turn out right? Can you see that?
Just a minute. There you go.
Okay. So you can see on the screen that the address. You can actually go there and see for yourself. But anyways, for the members, I did the this is the user approval. You have to fix that. It says role, but this is the user approval. When a user signs up, he or she waits for an approval, like this guy right here. You can actually click on this, and then you can like disapprove a user from signing in, or else you can also this is not 1 sec. This was outdated cookie thingy. Anyways, I'll show you. Here you can do this, and it changes to waiting for here, and then you can approve them again, and you can see the date on which the user was approved. So you had to like actually go inside and like go to edit, and then you have to like fix stuff before. But with this, you can just click, and then you can approve a user. And you can keep track of it because you can see like the list of the users who are approved and not. And anyways, and you can also make a user an administrator. Like for example, like this guy, you can make him an admin, and you can see that this guy is an admin now. And then you can also revoke this right and go back and see this guy is back to a contributor. Anyways. Okay. And also to sites, you had to add like volunteers and contributors thingy, but if you approach a site, go inside, and you can actually delete. You can actually add people here, like contributor. This is the username that I've created. You can actually like add like other people, for example, like admin1, and then you can just click on add, and then you can just add people as volunteers. You can access those people right here, like this, as well.
Does the email have testing for the email address to make sure it's properly entered and have their actual email address?
Currently, it only works with username, but it's not really difficult to add an email as well. So.
Well, no, I mean, when you click on Adam Wilkins, if you click on Adam Wilkins, his email address, when you edit that, will there be some check to make sure that that's a valid email address?
Oh, this email address, would that be valid? You mean?
Yeah.
I think that that hasn't been implemented yet, but it is actually if you turn on the configurations, then it wouldn't be a really hard job. We have to like set up the action mailer with the Mandrill, and yeah, there's like this software. But anyways, we'll have to do that. But it's not a difficult job. It's really easy.
Okay.
Anyways. Anyways, to go back to sites, and you can control these contributor like volunteer thingies here. So it's really easy now. Yeah, and it happens real time, so it's a relief, yeah. So if you have enough rights, you can also go here and delete things. You can go here and edit these stuff. Yeah. Anyways, and then if you access you can also access the admin panels by can you see that on the top? You can yeah. After the slash, you can type in admin, and you can move there, and it's loading. So this is the admin panel. This is the dashboard. You can take a look at briefly about the countries, sites, languages, categories, articles that are currently on the application. And there are tabs like this, so you can go to, for example, go to organizations and find which organizations are there. You can also search for an organization. For example, if I type in peace here and click on filter, then there's this Peace Corps that contains peace in its name. Anyways, and you can also add new languages like this, like here.
Oh,
let's
good.
say, oh, good. Yeah, let's say, what, English. You can create language, and it's there, like here. Yeah, you can see it. And you can also edit these, like you can change that as like French, and it's updated real time. So if you want to like quickly edit and add things, you can do this with the admin panel. And it goes same with all of the other elements of the application. So, and this would be quite useful with the users as well, because you can choose like who's the admin, who's the super admin, and things like that. So yeah, you can search for people who have specific roles, people who have a specific username. You can see when they're created, their location, things like that. So it would be pretty handy, I guess. So this is the admin panel that I've implemented. So yeah. And as for the code, I have actually went through these code stuff, and I'll show you these with Keynote. So I've included pictures. They're actually what I've just shown you, in pictures, anyways. So the code and stuff like that. I've actually like for the codes, it used to be quite unclear what the code was trying to do, and it was sort of crude at first. But so I went on to change it. I changed it. So I added explanations. For example, like define abilities, something. Super admin can do anything. Admins all belong to an organization. Things like that. So later developers can get a better idea of what each roles mean, and what they're able to do and what they're not. So this was an example of adding comments and adding stuff onto code. And this is the seed file, actually. It used to only have two default users, but because of this, it was really difficult to actually have an idea of what each of the components meant, like the organizations, what they're supposed to be. Like, so I added like these examples. For example, like the organizations, I added Peace Corps, Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, Amnesty International, things like that, so that people can have a better idea of what each of these components mean. So there's these countries like Kenya, Micronesia, Haiti, Philippines, Nepal, things like that, and sites that belong to each of these countries, categories for the words, the articles, the languages. These were just a few examples. So later developers will get a better idea of what each of these components mean. And also, yeah, this is a code that I wrote from scratch. It's just like an example. But it's the sites show part, which is this part, adding volunteers. Yeah, it's code for this part. But anyways, this sort of yeah, this was probably one of those parts where I wrote from scratch, so I just added as an example. But yeah, so yeah, you can just see it. And also the commit logs for GitHub, it had been quite messy at first. It didn't have like a specific rule, so I added some comment policy, and it's quite neat. You can see the numbers of each of the issues, so you can see what each of these commits belong to, and you can also see what issue this issue handled and things like that. So yeah, this was pretty much the end of my presentation. So yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Both of you all have done some amazing work on this language translation. What the next steps will be for us is that once you all have submitted your PRs and the mentors have said it's good to merge, we're going to merge it. We're going to deploy it on the Systers server, and then we're going to push it out to people. So we're probably going to make a feedback application or some form to get that form, and that will be placed on the hub so that we can get feedback and continue working. And we would love it if you both. Yeah, mine is like echoing for me. Same here, Isuri.
Sounds fine for me.
And then I work with to make sure it gets merged into their main branch. After everything is done, okay. It'll be hosted on the server for a while until Peace Corps has their infrastructure in place. Has Julia contacted you? Either one of you? Julia Prop?
I've actually CC'd you on that email last time, like a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
But I never got a reply for that. So.
Okay, she's working on some SSL certs so that we can place on the server. So that everybody was logging in. We can get that protected. So how did you both feel about being on the team, the challenges? You still kept going, which I love. I do read all of the posts in Slack and GitHub. So there, I know that you all are very engaged in your program, in your project. And then I do check in with Sylvain as well. So you guys seem to be working really well. So how did you both feel about the project and the program? Isuri, you want to go?
I think Isuri is having trouble with the connection.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is. I hear an echo too every time I speak.
Rose, your voice seems fine for me.
Let me ask somebody. Okay. You know what? I think you have a playing, right? You're watching on another browser. That might be it.
I'm watching this on phone.
Okay, so it might be that you're logged. You have another browser open and you're watching the feed. That might be it. I think that's it.
Wait, well, what was the question?
I think you have another browser open, and you're watching the broadcast.
You can hear me fine, right?
Right, but me and Isuri hear an echo every time we speak.
Right.
Either somebody has a browser that's open on the Google Plus page.
I don't think it's me.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just
I
wait
think it
for it.
might be the networks, I think.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Well, anyways,
So
to
is your
answer
yeah? Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay, to answer your question, so this was actually my first time actually working with people like dispersed around the world. So we had like different time zones and we had to like wait for like a day for the globe to rotate one time, and so it was sort of the hard part was that the feedbacks were not that quick. Had to, but thanks to Sylvain, the mentor, he was very engaged to this project. So he was on his feet, like trying to help us out every time we had uh, a place where we were stuck, and also gave us a lot of advices as well. So it was pretty helpful. So we were able to go through those kind of ordeals in the end. Uh, uh, so yeah, and in the end we can see that the results as well. Those tell us that we have actually worked
Yeah.
and made some progress.
So I have never worked co-located to a team probably since 1999. So it is real world that you have global teams and you
Right.
just have to work in that type of environment. That is the culture we are in today, especially in open source.
Right.
So I'm glad that you got that experience, so you won't be shell shocked, I guess. When that does happen, you'll know what to expect and manage. A lot of the other teams were using Gitter, and I'm glad that you all chose Slack because I love Slack. I think
Yeah,
I'm
me
on
too.
like 10 other teams on Slack, so it's a very popular tool.
Right.
And the GitHub conversations for your code review, people will go there, employers will go there, just to check out work. Peace Corps goes there. So your communication and your interaction between each other, your mentor and Sylvain's feedback on your code, it will go a long way. So not only have you all participated on a global team, various teams and time zones, but you've also increased your visibility for your online portfolio. And that will go along with D2. If you notice, do you all use LinkedIn?
Excuse me?
Do you use LinkedIn?
Oh yes, I do.
So LinkedIn has added a feature just within the last year for projects. And so everyone puts their projects that they worked on, and believe me, it will come up in a search. And so it's a great tool.
I think Facebook has that as well.
Facebook has that too.
Yeah. They added like a couple of months ago. I noticed.
So you both did some amazing work. You were engaged. You had some challenges. You both disagreed, and that's healthy conversation. Because if everybody had the same view, then there would be no purpose of doing the project, right? And so, really good work. Just make sure that all of your code is checked in by Friday. Friday is firm, pencil down. We can't accept any code after that. We have to close out next week. You must submit your student evaluation.
Right.
And I will make sure that the mentors submit theirs.
Right? That's with the melange.
Right. That's in melange. Additionally, you have to submit
submit
a snippet of code sample.
code sample.
Right.
So maybe
maybe
you pick something that
you
was
pick
so
something that was so
challenging,
challenging,
or you did
or
something
you did
completely
something
new.
completely new.
You know, talk it over with
Talk it over with
somebody
somebody
to make sure you're
you're
submitting some code sample that Google will look at and see the work that you've done this summer.
summer.
So those are the two things. Well, three things.
Three things.
Make sure your code is submitted in GitHub. Submit a PR. Make sure your student evaluation is complete. They open on Monday.
On Monday.
And make sure you submit your code sample. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Isuri, any questions?
Any questions?
It's okay.
Oh, I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
Can you speak up?
Or type it?
Type it.
This UI design desktop. You can
I couldn't hear you, Sarah, because you're echoing just like I'm probably echoing to you. Can you type it in the chat area?
Okay.
Any other questions? I can't hear you either. You're not mute.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
blocking the microphone. I was blocking the microphone. my computer was heating up, so yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I would just like to say thank you for your for your help and also for the experience.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Right.
That's what we're about.
That's what we're about.
Contribute. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, and will you both be continuing to contribute, or?
Probably, maybe.
Okay. I
Because-
know that school is coming up.
Me and Isuri might be the ones who know the best about the application now. So if there are questions and things like that, then we'll be here to answer things like that. And yeah.
And what about documentation?
The documentation, I try to make all of that inside the codes, like writing comments and things like that. So those things might be cleared out reading the code, but if there are still questions, then I'll always be there to answer. And also, yeah, I think pretty much everything is on the code actually.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to give you a little example. Might be worth it looking into. Here's what we've done on the portal.
Mhm.
And it has an integration with GitHub.
Mhm.
And I think there is an integration with Rails and Ruby on Rails.
Mhm.
So you want to check that out too.
All right. Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
I see how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you both. Great job this summer. And if you need anything or have any questions, just reach out to me.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.